It's called Advanced Answering Techniques. So it is 3 professional people explaining to other people how to answer different questions, a multiple variety of questions. Advanced Answering Techniques.
Hello and welcome to Advanced Answering Techniques. I'm your host, Josh. I'm here with Caleb.
Hi.
And Gabe.
Hi.
And we had to start over.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's just get right back into the same problem we were already getting out of. We have a question this week. And I think we should just get right to it, huh, guys?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
It's one of those.
It's one of those.
Absolutely.
We're going to need the time. This is a question from longtime collaborator
119.
119?
That's the time.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Don't fact check us, because
Right.
who knows what's happened between when we recorded it and all
Yeah.
that. So, anyway, here's Joy.
We got hit with the stomach bug, and I had an amazing opportunity one of those evenings to have a lucid moment in the middle of the night, 3:00 in the morning, helping one of my children, being with one of my children while they were puking. And I had this moment of humor where I just thought it was hilarious how different they approach vomiting. Like one of my children, easy. All I needed to do was clean out the bucket and rub their legs and just tell them I loved them and everything was going to be okay. And then the second one could not make it into the bucket to save his life. He kept screaming every time he would throw up. It would just scream, and I would hold the bucket out for him, and he would turn his head away. It made no sense. And then the other one just refused to be anywhere except for with me and would just throw up on me. But that makes sense because he's so young. And then I had another child who monologued through the whole thing, just kept saying things like, "What is this? I don't like this. Make it stop." And I'm just wondering, what's your sickness style? Sorry, this is a long one.
What's your sickness style? That's the question. There you go. That's Caleb's sickness style right off the bat. The
Messy.
I like the Joy believing that a child throwing up on her just makes sense.
Well, that she had to be with him.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
a chance
understand
that can happen. It's likely to happen.
It's likely. And I think we've definitely seen that some kids, they're about to throw up. You bring them the bowl or the receptacle,
Yeah.
and they are struggling with cause and effect.
Mm-hmm.
They think that admitting that they need the bowl
Yes.
is the thing that will make them throw up.
Yeah.
I think
I
think
think
that's the psychological thing
with
there.
my one child, that has
Yeah.
been my experience.
Yeah.
She's now to the point where she knows that it's
Yeah.
better to vomit into
Yeah.
the receptacle. But initially, the first couple of stomach bugs, it was very much like, get the bowl away from
Yeah.
me, because when it's close to my face, I puke.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you're like,
The kids
"No,
are
that's-
like, I think the kids are like, why do you even want to keep this?
Yeah,
it's mine.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to get rid of this stuff. Why are you keeping
right.
it?
Yeah.
You think if you were to just take them outside, they'd be like, "No, this is what I'm
This
talking
is what
about."
I'm talking about. I can get rid of it out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that is tempting. Like if you're dealing with one of these kids that doesn't want to use the receptacle, just go outside.
Yeah.
And you maybe if it's warm enough, you
Yep.
hose them down afterward.
Yeah.
Easy.
Give them a quick spray.
Easy cleanup.
A quick spritz with the hose.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I definitely relate to that. I definitely relate to being really confused. Yeah, it's a classic thing as a parent where you're like, I'm trying to help you, and just having that help absolutely refused out of hand
Doesn't
is befuddling.
Yeah, I mean, kids struggle with cause and effect because they think things are just become clean just as a matter of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't understand that you have to get down there and wipe it up.
The old elbow grease.
Big deal.
You have to wipe it up.
You have to get down there on your hands and knees. Get the old noodle out of the crack in the floor. because you you smushed it in when you were grabbing everything else, but then you smushed in parts of the old food into the crevices of your floor.
But it is a brave noodle.
Brave?
It's seen so much.
It's a brave noodle.
It's
Yep.
it's seen
Yeah,
so
a
much
brave
to be
noodle.
here.
Just like Aldous Huxley told us.
I was thinking about the President Roosevelt.
Oh, a
The
brave
New
new
Deal.
deal.
Yeah, noodle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Noodle.
FDR. Yeah.
This is a
Old
noodle.
FDR.
Old
Yeah, I
FDR.
mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Vomit is gross. But it was curious.
Mm-hmm.
Joy corrected herself. While she was talking about it, she said she was helping,
Yeah.
being with my kids.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was wondering if she maybe thought helping was, I don't know, too strong.
Yeah.
Sure.
Too strong.
She was like, I
of
wasn't
her.
really helping
Yeah.
him throw up.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what she was thinking, because you don't really want to be the person who's causing someone
Right.
to throw up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe the kid's like, every time I'm puking, you're here.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes you
bowl.
want, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'd like to make it happen on my terms.
That's your
How
sickness
does that
style?
work
Yeah.
out for you and your children?
We have a throw up contraption.
Okay.
Strap the kids in.
That's interesting, Caleb. Once again, you and I are pretty.
Oh, really?
We're thinking in similar
Yeah, okay,
ways.
all
I
right.
think.
It's a massage table with a bunch of bungee cords and a bucket underneath.
Yep. and
And
sort
it
of
has like a really slow undulating, like,
Yeah.
from starting at the midsection, it kind of like, it'll like
Uh,
mechanically.
No, you haven't seen it, have you?
Oh no!
You don't know what you're
well,
talking
then I'm
about.
pitching.
Oh,
then I'm-
interesting. I thought
Okay.
Gabe had been involved not
Sorry.
only in the creation but the inception of the thing.
I guess he hasn't seen it. I mean, I maybe
you just-
I kind of distantly remember him suggesting
He
this
made
before.
some suggestions.
I was
we
hoping.
didn't go that way. But
I think it'll.
did you have any other suggestions you thought I should? I'm trying to remember what was yours. or what
music?
was mine.
Just some soft music.
we didn't do that either.
No. Okay.
No.
Yeah. So. Oh, okay.
No, the
That's
one
fine.
thing Gabe had recommended that you don't do was to have a mechanical finger that jabs at the back of their throat.
Right.
And did you do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't
mean,
recommend that.
The finger, I don't know if I'd say the finger is, it's like one of those pointers,
Yeah,
those funny pointers teachers use that is like a little hand.
on the end.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's
Yeah.
a hand on the end.
Yeah,
Little cartoon glove.
It's a pointer with a
hand.
hand on the end.
Yeah.
Yes, cartoon glove.
Mickey
yeah.
Mouse,
Kind of
a
Mickey Mouse pulling the
disembodied
trigger.
this Mickey
Yeah,
Mouse. hand.
Mickey
Yeah.
Mouse pulling
And as
the trigger.
as the finger, activates the gag reflex, it's
Yeah.
or I can't quite do the Mickey, but
yeah.
that's what
Oh,
you
there
call
you
it.
go. That's
You
like
call it.
that's like a kind of a treble Mickey.
It's goofy.
Yeah.
G. Yeah, there you go. G.
Yeah, pulling the trigger. And then if you don't clean it up fast enough.
Right.
Yep. Now you're gonna slip on it.
Yeah, I'm
hazard
sorry
around
I
the
didn't
home.
take your advice, Gabe,
It's-
on that kind of stuff.
You will be sorry.
But it seems to work pretty well.
Yeah.
You just strap the kid in once they're sick. I will say my kids do not like to admit to being sick anymore.
Right.
They sort of go a long time saying, I'm fine. I feel
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And then, so it's hard.
Yeah.
We kind of have to take their color, really. Look at their color. You
Look
can't
at their
trust
color.
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The green. Yeah. You're kind of. You're doing a little bit of comparison. You'll
got
take a.
I have a
some- a
palette
white
of colors.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I went to Kenworthy. What is it?
I think you mean Sherwin-Williams.
Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah.
There's no Ken something.
Ken
Moore.
Ken
Ken
Moore
Moore.
is that's like appliances.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But they might paint too.
No, but I was thinking Sherwin-Williams.
Sherman Williams.
Okay, so
Because I was like, well,
okay.
look at this ad.
Yeah.
It's got vomit all over the planet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Their
Okay.
logo.
Or not the ad, so
Yeah.
the logo.
The logo.
The logo is that guy dumping a bucket of puke all over the planet.
They're ready for this. Red puke. Wow, serious business.
It's weird. It is really a surprising marketing strategy since they are paint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Practically lives in buckets.
Right.
Yes.
And you're like, that's clearly a paint bucket.
Practically lives in buckets.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I would say is paint vacations in buckets and lives on your wall.
Lives on your wall. Not
If I was going to send a letter to paint
yeah.
and I wanted it to
Yeah.
be received
Yeah.
in a timely manner, and then I would address it to the wall.
You would address it to the wall, not to the bucket. You would
Yeah.
have to be
Yeah.
pretty. You're sure to get it on the wall.
And maybe-
Although I've got a cabinet full of old paint buckets.
Yes.
So okay.
Yeah.
well,
Well,
that's
th-
paint.
that's
never
like-
found a home. It's homeless paint.
Or no,
Which
I mean,
we've said before. It's
listen.
kind of like a long vacation. Sometimes homeless people.
maybe it's more
big, long
like
vacation.
old people moving to Florida. You know, they just go live where they would vacation.
Or it's even like in the in days gone by when people used to
In
just
Days Go By.
In days go by.
days go by.
Is that
Um,
a soap opera? or
Yeah, I
something?
mean it has to be.
Well,
right?
we got to work on it.
It will be when we're done with it.
And
Is
it's a soap opera about the passage of time.
yeah, and really this is the theme of all soap operas.
Right.
It's,
Time passing.
Yeah.
it's not just a static moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see someone try to do a story about a static,
A static
moment.
moment.
Yeah.
But yes, I think that
I guess
people
Matrix
used to
sort of did that.
people used to live bullet time. People used to live
Still
in
some movement.
hotels. Yes, that's what I was trying to
People
get
used to
to.
live in hotels. People used to live in
They
hotels.
don't do it much anymore, but they
Yes.
used to do it.
It did
more.
happen.
Oh yeah,
with
D.W.
some-
Griffith famously he died in a hotel.
So did Sam Peckinpah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
John Lennon died right outside a hotel.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger inside a hotel dead.
My vomit style. It was
yes.
actually sickness style, but
Okay.
I think we should go directly to. I mean, you guys can take it however you want, but I'm thinking in terms of how I puke.
I take
Cup-
it with 2 creamers, 2 sugars.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. How do you take your puke? Sorry guys, we're 12 minutes in. This is going to be a gross one. I personally used to be very much of the mind that I needed to let my mom know I was going to puke. So I was at my grandmother's house. I probably told this story on the podcast before. And I needed to vomit. And so I ran through the house to tell my mom that I needed to vomit. And what that ended up meaning was that I just vomited all over my grandmother's wall. That used to be my vomit style. These days, I have a different vomit style, which is that I don't do it.
Yeah.
I haven't vomited in. I know that there's
Yeah.
a famous Seinfeld episode about
Right.
his vomit streak.
17 years or something like
Unintentional.
Thank you. And I'm on a pretty good. I'm on a pretty good streak.
Would you say this is sort of your vomit style right now?
No, I
Nothing
just
comes out.
never get to that point.
Yeah.
Where I don't get to the point where I think I might vomit. It just doesn't happen to me.
Are you okay?
I was
It
going to say
hasn't happened for over 10 years.
puking on the wall, puking on grandmother's wall. That's
Yeah.
like the equivalent for paint when some neighbors move in. You're like not excited about. You're like I'm not thrilled about the presence of this element here.
Because they live.
They got like trash in the yard
I'd say-
and stuff like
yeah.
that. They're like they're not keeping up their
I would
maintenance
say-
and stuff like that.
vomit doesn't live on the walls. It's vacationing.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
It's like Paint's neighbors started an Airbnb and they're not thrilled about it.
Yeah. And-
Or it's like vomit is maybe when somebody starts parking a food truck in front of your house.
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
you were on a streak.
I
still
still
on it.
am. So
How many
this is not-
years?
it's over 10 years.
Oh my gosh.
Um,
You got some vomit in there. You got to get out.
But if you guys know me, you guys know about my concerns. I think that we need to conserve energy.
Yes.
I'm a real green guy. I believe that we need to not waste energy.
Yep.
So to me, when I think about vomit, what I'm thinking about is this is basically hydroelectric energy that we could be conserving. So I, like Caleb, also have nice contraption that I use to capture this energy.
This kind of sounds like the Matrix again.
Bullet time?
Not bullet time, but human batteries.
Yes, human batteries. Yes, absolutely. Yep. So I like to get to my contraptions, a series of funnels and turbines. Because
is it like a vomit wheel? Like the vomit goes down and spins a wheel.
That's exactly
like a water,
that's what
like
all,
a windmill.
Listen, that's when we're talking about energy creation.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're talking about moving a turbine. Right. So that's definitely happening.
So you're kind of hearing you hear the retching noise, and then bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum bum bum. The vomit starts trickling down, spinning wheels.
Yes.
Some grain is being ground.
Yeah, right.
So
Well, if I could grind some wheat into flour in the process,
Yeah.
I'll do that. Even
Yeah.
corn into cornmeal.
Sure.
I'll do that.
oh
too.
yeah.
Hey.
It's not my top priority. My top priority is I've hooked this all up to my house's electricity. It goes right into the grid.
Oh yeah. Oh man. So it's going back. It's like you're making money off of this.
Making
vomit.
money off of this,
At least defraying the cost of your electrical bill.
of my vomit.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
And so that's the way that is my vomit style.
Yeah. And you got that straight from Ed Begley Jr., right? He was all over that.
We could actually really do something cool here and combine ours.
You think we could?
Well, because I've got my situation, which basically doesn't do anything with the vomit after it's out.
It's
and yours does so much.
Listen, you're getting me right where I live.
Mm.
Where-
Oh, good. Not where you vacation.
on the walls. because that
Wait, you live
we won't
on the
be
wall?
wasting that.
You live on the wall.
If I was paint, I'd be living on the wall. We won't. I don't want to waste that energy. So we can. It's sort of, if we combine our two contraptions, we sort of have a vomit farm.
Yeah.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
We are creating the conditions.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then
we don't have to worry about being
harvesting.
sick anymore.
No.
Being sick is an opportunity.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
And
you
it's
guys.
not for the big corporations. That's always been a thing for them.
No.
Yeah.
This is a
But this is
mom and pop's vomit.
vomit farm. The energy and the gains from this are going to stay local.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And small is beautiful. And Gabe, what is your vomit
Except for
style?
when it comes to volume of vomit for us.
Right. Oh,
We want
yeah.
a lot of vomit.
Absolutely gorgeous tub of.
And I've actually got another idea really quick.
I do want to
Okay,
hear that.
okay.
I do
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
hear
yeah.
it, but we're gonna have to wait because
Okay.
we got to get to Gabe.
That's true.
I
We
mean-
do have to get to Gabe.
I'm actually similar.
Gabe's turn. The Gabe gong.
So I'm pretty similar to Josh. I had a long streak
Right.
of no puking, and it was kind of the, I think a pretty impressive time of life to not vomit. I don't recall vomiting from age 7 to 16. So, like there's a lot of vomit that
Opportunities.
happens in that
Absolutely.
time that I just didn't have any experience with. So when I did get sick enough to actually puke again, it was extremely distressing. I don't know who likes it. I know some
Yeah.
people will really lean on it feels so much better after sort of, thinking when it comes to puking, but I just don't like that feeling at all.
No.
So I try to remain calm. I kind of think about it as sort of like a contract killer, that sort of approach when I have to. Now it's like, this isn't pleasant. There's great reward on the other side of this. there's
Oh, yeah,
there's a
and-
cost,
Yes.
right?
I mean, if you team up with us, huge amounts of
Right.
reward.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean that's without even taking that into consideration now.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
future, I will absolutely
If we could
be-
get Gabe, Caleb, listen, if we
Yep.
could get Gabe on board with what we've got going,
Yep.
it's mom and pop vomit, but I think we could go public.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh! You think we could get some first get some
IPO.
angel investors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Real hot tip here, guys.
Vomit is going.
Trust me,
huge.
nobody else is looking at this this sector
Vomit
here.
is the future.
This is absolutely some inside info. But yeah, I just try to keep it professional and get in there, do what I need to do exactly where I need to do it, and then enjoy the relief that follows. And
Yeah.
and personally, I know the guy. He's come under some fire for some of his actions and behavior over the last 5 decades. But I can't puke without thinking about the Bill Cosby bit about puking, where you feel
Wait,
the
what
cool,
is he under fire for?
just some real bad business.
yeah, and I think
Oh, he made some bad
business
weird
decisions.
decisions.
yeah, bad business decisions. Ultimately, yes.
I mean, he's,
it has affected his business.
He invested
his
in some
bottom
bad
line.
things.
So anyway, not to make light of that, but absolutely having made light of it, let's continue. And the bit, I think it's in Himself.
Yep.
When he's talking about feeling the cool porcelain on your skin after
Oh, toilet
it's
bowl.
yeah, that resonates deeply
Yes.
with me in the aftermath. So yeah, collected until the moment of expulsion,
Yes.
and then just kind of basking in the
Yes.
relief. I know that's not
So could
very
we
stylish.
say that it's sort of like this? That's the beginning. You haven't pulled the trigger at gun cock.
Yep.
Gun cock.
But you've taken the care to calmly
Calmly.
Absolutely.
cock the gun.
Yeah,
Cock
I'm
the
in
gun.
control here.
And now
I'll decide when things pop off.
now it's coming up.
What's happening?
Okay.
And now it's
Yeah.
going down.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's me rubbing my face
wait, I got another
On the-
idea.
cool toilet.
Is it okay if I do my other idea?
Okay.
Feels a little familiar.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay, so
Okay.
is
What?
there a moment of like transcendent?
Yeah,
like,
because when you're vomiting,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's sort of the idea.
That's good.
We can cut all this
the old
out.
Technicolor scream.
Yeah, yawn in Technicolor.
Yes.
So
Well-
that's me.
Should I talk about mine? I have a couple of more ideas too.
Well,
Not-
so I mean, as far you already had your thing about the gadget.
Oh, that was
And
for
all
my
that.
kids, but my vomit style is
Okay,
a little different.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
very, very quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Just throw up in the shower. I've talked about it before.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, you guys know my vomit style.
Yeah.
It's go get in the shower, throw up in the shower.
Throw up in the shower.
I don't think I can handle that. I don't think I can deal with the repercussions.
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
don't get to just flush away.
The grates
You're dealing with it.
on my
a
drain
lot. Yeah.
are not that wide.
Yep. Which is why we should have a toilet, like the bottom of the shower should be a toilet.
Yeah.
There should be
Yeah.
a flush on a toilet. I mean, there's on
Or-
a toilet. Yes, a flush on a shower is what I mean.
Yeah.
Or even like a garbage disposal in this.
Yeah.
in the shower.
An incinerator.
Yeah, it's an in-sync aerator. An
Incinerator.
aerator is what it's called. It looks like incinerator,
It's an
but it's an in-sync.
no, it's like
It's like
incinerator.
I
Incinerator.
don't think so.
I do.
The plumbers I've
You
talked
think-
to say in-sync aerator.
Plumbers
'Cause
are
it's an
not.
aerator.
These are not men of words.
These are not marketing
These are-
geniuses who
Guys-
came up with incinerator.
Sorry, the plumbers are not men of words.
You
but
might
they are
be
men
right.
of turds.
That's true. So this is one of my other ideas.
Gonna have to bleep that. It's funny,
Sorry.
but it's gonna get cut out.
This is another one of my
Cannot
ideas.
be part of the podcast.
We've talked about monetizing one part of the human body.
Sure.
The
vomit
what
part.
comes out, the vomit part of the human body. But look, once we monetize that, you better believe there's going to be competition.
Yeah.
That's coming up. So I'm not saying I want to do this.
Yeah.
But we better have a plan for the other side.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So
How do
what
we
is
make-
the name of the
how do we make
incinerator for
money?
your shower?
Oh,
You know?
that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
in the
They were trying to convince you that aeration is one of the primary things that is happening with.
Because like an aerator, isn't that what goes on the end of your faucet? Like that little screen that has the little. It's got a whole thing to increase the
It's
volume of the water
destroying
basically
it.
with air.
not air. It's not air.
But
Well,
that's
then
what
why
an
would it be an
aerator
aerator?
is.
If it isn't air.
What do you mean?
All right.
It's not spelled aerator like that. Aeration is a different thing.
Weird.
It's
You're
like
saying
when you
aeration. You're saying there's ERATION.
Aeration.
Aeration.
aeration, right? You're trying to aerate whatever you put in there.
What
to,
is aerate?
to grind it
I
up
don't
so
know.
it can be disposed of?
It's not. This is not.
I'm
this-
feeling irritated.
I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Well, we're not
but-
looking it up right
we've-
now.
No, we're not.
because unfortunately we have gotten to the end of our time. Thanks so
Just on
much.
the episode, we're
Oh no,
we're not
yeah,
going
we're- no, 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 no,
anywhere
no, no.
existentially.
No, no.
Yeah.
Speak for yourselves.
Yikes.
We've got Gabe. We've got hours left.
Sorry, I'm just getting ready to throw up.
Yeah, right. That's what that is.
Thanks so much for listening. This has been Advanced Answering Techniques. If you want to send in a question that you'd like us to answer comprehensively the way that we have answered Joy's question, please send it to Advanced Answering Techniques at gmail.com. We're looking for an audio file of some kind. Send them along.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, please, but make it something we can listen to.
Yeah. Not just
We haven't ever said that before, have we?
Yeah.
You said make it an audio file of some kind.
of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. The idea being that we should, and I feel stupid for not saying it, that we should be able
Yeah.
to hear whatever it is in the audio
Yes.
file.
Yeah, that would be good. If it's just you writing out your question on a piece of paper
Right.
and just holding a recorder to
Yeah.
to the paper afterward, that doesn't really
It's
do
not
much
gonna be
for
I'm
us.
helpful.
curious what that would sound like, but
Yeah.
it won't be
Yeah.
a good question.
Yeah.
No.
Do we get money? We've never talked about the
Did
money.
get money.
We got money,
We got a money
and we got an
question.
envelope.
We have a money question
Yeah,
that we
should
need
do
to
that
deal
one.
with. That's gonna.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, if we're dealing with these questions as we receive them, which has been our way
Yeah.
for a little while now, there's still a little while off for the money, but maybe
Oh,
we'll
okay.
work it in with another episode.
That's
Okay.
a great idea.
Okay.
That's a great idea.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
I want that to be the last thing.